Right. Next question is on safer neighbourhood teams, and your question is from Assembly Member Pidgeon.
Well, I know your time is short, so can I just say that PCSOs are really important to policing in London. There's been a reduction from 4,600 to over 1,500. In my policing crime plan, I have no strategic target, but I do say that I want to have in each ward 2 police officers and 1 CSO. We've currently got every ward in London has their CSO. Most of the wards have their 2 dedicated officers, 109 to follow by the end of 2017. But I know your time is short, so I'll let you answer questions. But I can send you the longer answer if that
Lovely.
helps.
Thank you. I would like to see a strategic target for PCSOs alongside your one for police officers. Do you agree that PCSOs play a vital role in public engagement and intelligence gathering?
They're fantastic. They reassure victims of crime and ASB, such behaviour. They deliver crime prevention projects. They work with officer colleagues in tackling local priorities. But, you know, just an observation, which is one of the easiest ways to save money, bearing in mind the protection police constables have, legal protection, is to reduce police staff and PCSOs.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've already highlighted PCSOs have fallen dramatically in terms of numbers in London. Boroughs even like Westminster only have 35, a 90% drop since 2010. But actually under your watch, Mr Mayor, in the last year we've seen the number of PCSOs fall by 10%. So 163 fewer PCSOs. If that decrease continues in the borough policing, you will not be able to meet your commitment in your police and crime plan for at least 1 PCSO per ward. So what I'm wondering is, will you consider bringing forward the recruitment of additional PCSOs so you can meet your pledge?
So at the moment we don't need to, because at the moment there are... You're right to raise the concern, by the way. I'm not criticising you raising the concern. At the moment there are 779 PCSOs in boroughs, 779. My commitment is to 629.
Yeah.
So we're not recruiting anymore because it's a horrible word to use for human beings, but natural wastage means that we can go down but if it be the case we were to go below 629 for boroughs, of course we would. But don't forget we've got also PCSOs that are funded by TfL and Heathrow as well.
But TfL, we wouldn't want those subsidising
Exactly
the
right.
wards,
Exactly
but
right.
they wouldn't fund that. But looking at the drop-off in the last year, you could potentially miss that target. So I'm wondering whether you might consider recruiting some additional PCSOs.
If it's the case that I can't meet my promise to have a PCSO in every ward with the 2 police officers, of course we'll revisit that.
Fantastic. And obviously, I realise this is dependent on budget, and we've had that sort of discussion, debate,
Takes 2 to discuss
this morning. And I obviously absolutely with you in terms of government funding. I think most of us around this chamber are. But what I'm wondering is, in next year's budget, would you be prepared to ask Londoners to pay further council tax to boost the number of PCSOs and police officers on our streets?
Well, I'm always happy to receive representations. You'll be where I was criticised from some people for increasing the police precinct to 1.99%, which is what the government told me to do, recommended I do, to avoid further penalties in future years. Always happy to receive representations if you want to make them.
But is that something that you may well consider? Because you've said quite rightly earlier your priority is keeping Londoners safe. You're concerned about that. So will you therefore think whether you may have to increase council tax to pay for more officers on our streets?
I think the right time for me to set my budget is during the time when I set my budget. But of course, you've heard me loud and clear about safety being a priority for me, but also recognising that actually Londoners need to meet the cost of living in London and can't afford to pay too much tax. So I'll balance those 2 completely in interest, of course.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Very helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you.